community's financial needs. With a combined 75 years of experience, our dedicated team includes 3 skilled CPAs, along with 3 specialized bookkeepers. We're thrilled to welcome Amanda Wilford, our newest CPA, to the Miles CPA family. Together, we offer unmatched services in bookkeeping, payroll, business consulting, and tax preparation. Your financial success is our priority. Miles CPA, always a strong supporter of Star Valley Braves sports and activities. Go Braves! For 18 years, Miles CPA has been your trusted partner in Star Valley, blending experience and expertise to support our community's financial needs. With a combined 75 years of experience, our dedicated team includes 3 skilled CPAs, along with 3 specialized bookkeepers. We're thrilled to welcome Amanda Wilford, our newest CPA, to the Miles CPA family. Together, we offer unmatched services in bookkeeping, payroll, business consulting, and tax preparation. Your financial success is our priority. Miles CPA, always a strong supporter of Star Valley Braves sports and activities. Go Braves!
Let's say happy, 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 happy. Happy.
Hello and welcome to 4A State Volleyball from Casper, Wyoming, Ford, Wyoming Center. Brandy Taylor, Patience Jenkins here again to bring you Lady Braves Volleyball on SVI Media. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
We're here, we're ready to roll, and we're well underway here at the Event Center with consolation rounds. Lady Braves in their warm-up. About 5 minutes left in their warm-up on the net right here, as they are set to take on the Laramie Lady Plainsmen, who were somewhat upset by Green River last
somewhat
night.
isn't even, like, that shouldn't even be part of your sentence. It was
Right.
a huge upset. Green River taking them out in 5. It was a really, really fun match.
Yeah.
And then championship game, Kelly Walsh advanced, and they will be playing, remind me.
Green River.
Green River. Oh, yeah, Green River.
Yeah, the 2 green teams will play each other for championship this afternoon, and they have split, I believe.
Yeah.
I think they've played twice. I know Green River has beaten Kelly Walsh once. I think they have split. Don't quote me on that for sure, but that's going to be a great match. And that match last night between Laramie and Green River went back and forth, and I believe it was 15-13 in the fifth.
It was. All of them were tight. It was definitely a battle. It was a lot of fun.
Oh,
And
so fun.
you know, and of course we wish Green River good luck.
We do. It'd be nice to have a team from the west side get a state championship, because it's been Kelly Walsh and Laramie the last few years, just domination, winning that title over and over.
Right. Well, and I read somewhere that it's been since 2009 since Green River's actually been in a state championship volleyball game.
Wow.
And so I just think it would be really cool.
Yeah. Another thing that kind of just made me think, you know, talking to Coach Schwab a little bit last night after the Lady Braves win their first consolation round, he said that was the first time these senior girls on this team have won a match at the state tournament in their high school career.
Oh.
And I honestly had not thought about that. He said Hallie Hokinson was pretty emotional and excited that she had finally won a state tournament match. You know, she's been playing varsity for 2 or 3 years now, and they've come over here and lost the first 2 and gone home. And so she was really excited. And this group of seniors, there's 6 of them on this team. Not all of them have played, you know, all 4 years. A few of them are move-ins. So, you know, for those girls like Hokinson and Ruby Hill and Cameron Mackey, you know, that was their first win at the state tournament. And Addie Christensen, that's another one. You know, that was a big deal for them. And I'm glad Coach Schwab brought that up because, you know, I probably wouldn't have thought about that, honestly. And that's huge for those girls. It is
a huge thing. And, you know, like, I know we've talked about how great this group of girls are. They really are. Like, you're not going to find nicer or harder worker girls than what the Star Valley Lady Braves have to work with right now. Like, such a phenomenal group of kids. We're, of course, wishing the well for them on this semifinal match.
Yeah, they've got their work cut out for them.
They do. Laramie has some really, really tall girls.
Yeah, a couple girls well above 6 foot.
Yes.
Seniors.
Right, experienced. We've said their names, I think, for the past 12 years.
Right,
just kidding.
seems like they've been there forever.
For at least 4 years, they've played varsity. So coming in with a lot of experience, they're good. But once again, they're beatable, as we've seen from last night.
And they're coming off of a pretty big emotional loss last night. And, you know, they were probably in their minds expecting to take state. And they get beat in the semifinals. You have to get up and play at 10:30 the next morning, you know, against a team that you haven't seen, don't know a lot about probably. And, you know, their mindset could be in a pretty funky place, really.
It's true. It's hard to bounce back from such an emotional loss.
Yeah, and we'll see, you know, what they come out with. We're also anticipating here to see what Coach Schwab's going to do with his lineup because it's been all over the place this weekend with some injuries.
And then, and
younger
Avery,
players coming in.
Avery England last night re-injuring her knee. So I do not, and I have not seen her warm up. She was gimping up the stairs. Our heart breaks for her, for her season to end the way it did, but she's a dang hard worker, and I'm excited to see what she can do next year.
Right, yeah, she'll be back. You know, those injuries happen, and it's so unfortunate when they happen at the state tournament, and she was playing well and having a good season, postseason, you know, with some injuries to some other girls. She was stepping in and taking the reins, and then, re-injuring that knee. So get better soon, Avery. We'll be looking for you next year for sure. Lady Braves coming off the court. Their warm-up is over, and we are just a minute or two away here from some starting lineups and the first whistle here in this second round semifinals of the consolation bracket. Lady Braves taking on Laramie. Laramie has been in that number 1 spot most of the season. Them and Kelly Walsh kind of trading back and forth, the 1 and 2 seed. But I think Laramie's had the 1 seed most of the season.
I agree with that.
So we know they're good, just a handful of losses. And like we said, it's very experienced. And I believe we're ready for some starting lineups. Laramie will be the home team. Star Valley the visitors.
Starting lineups for Star Valley. Number 2 setter, Hallie Hokinson. Number 4 senior libero, Cameron Mackey. Number 6 junior outside hitter, Peyton Hokinson. Senior number 8, Addie Christensen, right side.
She's had a great postseason,
Addie. Wow, and just a great tournament. Number 20, senior Ruby Hill, middle. 23, junior Charlie Neuschwander, middle. 24, senior outside, Shayna Casey.
So England is out there with the Lady Braves in uniform somewhat, but she is favoring that leg.
Yeah,
I do
she
not
definitely
anticipate to
is.
see her.
All right. Senior number 4, Jaden Trabing. Number 6, senior Abby Sanchez. Libero junior, Sia Tafa. Number 9, junior Beth Niswinder. Number 10, senior Kira Gardner. Senior number 12, Tessa Dodd. And senior number 13, Ava Plasmeyer. Those are the names that we've said a lot.
So Dodd and Plasmeyer, both well over 6 feet tall.
Do they have their height listed?
They do not.
Okay.
They do not. I would be curious. I'll bet both of them are pushing 6'2".
They stayed at the same hotel as I did. I think I came up to an elbow. They're fairly tall.
They are tall, and they're pretty athletic.
Yeah, they play full rotation,
Yeah.
if that tells you anything. So they're back passing. We
Right.
don't see that a
They
lot
dig.
with big, tall girls.
Yeah, one plays outside, one plays kind of a middle and right side. And, you know, they stand out because of their size, but they're not necessarily the best players on the team.
No.
It's pretty even as far as who contributes on this Laramie team. And they do run a 6-2 offense. One of their setters is a Stuckey. You may remember that name from Laramie. She's about the third one, I think, that's come through.
Yeah, you're right.
And she's just a freshman.
Yeah, and if you've watched any college volleyball, Florida, Alexis Stuckey, setter for Florida.
Yeah, she's been there a couple years now. She had a knee injury and overcame it. So her little sister is a setter on this team. Again, she's a freshman. She only plays half a rotation. And, you know, I've watched her a little bit this weekend. And she's good enough to play varsity as a freshman, but she definitely makes some freshman mistakes.
Yes.
She's a hustler, though, and she's a cute kid. You know, when she makes an amazing play, her teammates rally around her and push her around, and she's got a cute little smile, and it's kind of fun to watch. But we are just about ready to underway. Number 4, Jaden Trabing, is set to serve for the Plainsmen, and that's long. Shayna Casey lets it go, so the Lady Braves start with a side out.
All right, and we are actually changing where we start. We're starting in rotation 4 with Addie Christensen to serve.
Christensen will serve short. Passed up by Laramie. They'll go quick middle. Cameron Mackey gets under it, straight up. Casey helps her. Free ball by Hokinson, deep. Here come the Plainsmen outside to the big outside hitter. She misses wide.
No touch.
So that was Dodd on the outside. She hits it out. It kind of went off the tape of the net, but did go out. Christensen lets it go wisely, and she'll serve again. Addie with the jump serve. Passed up, little out of system here. Dodd will swing from 10 feet off. Cameron Mackey with a perfect dig. Hokinson out to her sister, and she hits that long. Peyton goes down the line, but it's just a little long. I like the turnaround there by the Lady Braves.
I do
nice
too.
dig by Cameron.
Yeah.
She's going to dig Dodd all day back there.
Number 13, Ava Plasmeyer serves.
Mackey with the pass. Hokinson's going to go out to her sister on the angle, dug up. Setter on the run. Here's Dodd from the outside. Power tip down the line, right to Ware, but she kind of just miffs it with one hand. She panicked a little bit, I think, and doesn't get that ball up and in play.
No, and it comes at she can hit that right behind the 10-foot line with that because she's so tall.
Dodd's
so we need to be ready for that.
I think Braxton was thinking she was going to eat it, and then it was kind of a power tip.
Yep.
There's a missed serve by Plasmeyer, so Braves get it back.
Peyton,
they lead 3-2.
Yeah, Peyton Hokinson back to serve. Shayna Casey rotates to the front row.
Peyton with the serve. Little out of system here. Here comes Dodd on the outside. Big swing on the angle, over the block, past Peyton Hokinson into the corner, and that's a kill for Dodd. She's a beast out there. When she gets a good big approach and a nice swing, she's going to be above the Lady Braves block.
Yeah, here's Ashlyn Stuckey to serve.
The freshman Stuckey comes in to serve and set on the back row. Passed up by Peyton Hoganson. Good pass. Outside to Casey. Tip down the line, and she finds it. It's there. Stuckey playing too deep on defense. And Casey gets the kill off the tip.
Shayna Casey, I feel like, has done a good job mixing up her offensive tool
Agreed.
belt this tournament.
The longer we've played into the season, she has. Ooh, Ruby Hill misses a serve into the net. Gives it back to the Plainsmen, and we're tied 4-4.
Tessa Dodd back to serve.
So Dodd's out of the front row for a moment. And Ellie Oakey will be their other outside hitter. That's long. Dodd misses the serve.
You know, and this kind of plagued Laramie last night. They had a lot of missed serve. They had a lot of hitting errors.
They did. They showed they were human last night. Hallie Hokanson will serve. Good pass this time. Back set to the right side, and that's long, just barely on the right side. So Lady Braves keep the serve and the point.
And the lead.
6-4. Hokanson will serve again. Nice deep cross court. Dodd passes it up. Back set again.
Oh.
This time off the Lady Braves block.
That was Gardner.
Big swing on the right side, and she tools it off as Shayna Casey out of bounds. So the libero now will serve.
Sia Toffa.
For Laramie. She's a lefty. Macy Schwab in the game with a perfect pass. Outside to Charlie Noonschwander. Off the block, dug by Toffa. Right side set again. Dug up by Christensen. Mackey helps her. Addie will free ball it over. Dodd up to Stuckey.
She's in the net.
Yeah, that was too tight.
Okay, I was hoping they would call that because we've seen a lot of nets not get called this tournament.
Well, we talked about this net system setup here. There's a big old, I don't know what you want to call it, standard in the way. The down official really has to move to see.
It's like a 3-foot standard.
It's big, yeah. Casey serves. Back set this time on the slide.
They do call a touch.
Plassmeyer on the slide gets the kill down the line. It was long, but yes, there was a touch. That's a pretty nice slide that they run right there.
Yeah, Tavy Campbell also checking in to play some defense for the Lady Braves.
We've seen a couple of young players in for the Braves this weekend due to some injuries. And we've got Gardner serving. Peyton Hokanson with a lunch
tight
ball.
Pass.
Ooh, Plassmeyer goes up and says, "Thank you very much." She puts it down with authority with two hands, which I like.
I do too.
Honestly.
And changing the direction of the ball is always a good thing as well.
Gardner serves again. Peyton's going to let it go, but it's in right in the corner. Ooh, that couldn't have got any deeper in that corner. That's a nice serve by Gardner. Peyton kind of guessed on it, hoped it was out, and it wasn't. That's a tough one for sure. But that's an ace. Gardner will serve again, and Laramie has the lead. 8-7. We're in set one. Jump serve by Gardner to Taylor Campbell. She'll pass it straight up. Christensen has to help her. Mackey's going to sky ball, free ball it over. They'll back set on the slide again. Angle this time by Plassmeyer, and she gets the kill. So Laramie likes the slide. And why not? It's working right now.
It is working.
She went down the line the first time, then she went cross court this time, and she gets the kill. Gardner serves again. That
Out of
one's
bounds.
long. Taylor Campbell lets it go wisely. I don't know if she even could have touched it anyways.
Oh, it was soaring out.
Rocket.
Yeah, Cameron Mackey rotates back to serve. Ruby back in front row.
Mackey with the short serve. Oh, it bounces off the top of the net and comes back. Right off the tape. Wow. It doesn't get much closer than that.
No. And that's her patent serve, that short serve. She hasn't missed very many of those all season.
So Jaden Trabing to serve for Laramie. Peyton Hokanson with the pass. Hallie will bump set it back to her. Roll shot. Dodd is there. They'll go quick middle to Plassmeyer.
Out of bounds.
She misses. Long. Barely. But Lady Braves get it back.
All right, back in rotation with Addie Christensen, set to serve.
This is the rotation they started in, so we've gone full circle now. Christensen with a good serve. Outside to Dodd. Here comes the big swing. Boom. She goes inside the block this time and crushes it. Not much the Lady Braves can do about that one.
No.
Other than maybe move that block in a little bit.
She might be over that block a little bit.
Could
We'll
be.
see. But I would like
yeah.
him to line up and
I think Ruby Hill can get her
measure.
with some timing. I think Ruby can get a piece of that. Kaylee Campbell with a perfect pass. Tipped by Hallie Hokinson, and it's just wide. She back sets it to over the net and just misses it. Boy, that was close. I thought
so
maybe
close.
She had it. Plasmeyer to serve for Laramie. Campbell with a perfect pass. Quick in the middle to Hill, and she hits it out. Ruby goes too high. Dodd right in front of her to block. So you know she's thinking about that.
Yeah.
The big blocker.
Lady Braves are going to take a timeout.
So they trail 13-9 here in set one. And this is a good timeout by Coach Schwab just to settle nerves a little bit. Laramie on a little scoring
you can feel us starting to scramble,
Yeah.
right? We don't need to be yet.
No.
The score is still close. 13-9 is what you said, and we're still in it. Not a big deal.
Well,
just settle down
agree.
and play.
I don't feel like things are slipping away here. You know, obviously Dodd's front row, and she's a big hitter, but I think Braves can make that adjustment on defense here. We got Ruby Hill and the two Hokinson sisters front row right now.
Yeah. And then we have Ware, Mackey, and Campbell playing defense in the back row.
And all three of those can dig a big hit. We've seen them do that. I'd like to see our front row get a piece of Dodd's swing, slow it down a little bit.
Oh, that makes such a huge difference.
Yeah, because these defenders back here are quick enough. They can run a ball down. So we're out of the timeout, ready to go. Plasmeyer with the serve. Campbell with the pass. It's another good one. Outside this time to Peyton Hokinson, and she hits that one long. So some hitting errors plaguing the Lady Braves right now. I think they're a little intimidated by the big block.
You know, and they just need to wipe that and just play. It's just volleyball. You're going to get blocked every once in a while. Just play on.
Plasmeyer serves again. This one's deep. Campbell takes it. It's a good pass. Hokinson with the swing on the angle and gets the kill. As Plasmeyer dives for it and sends it into the bleachers. So Peyton comes back swinging, which is exactly what you want to see right
Absolutely. Shayna Casey checks back in. Taylor Campbell has a seat, and Peyton Hokinson rotates back to serve.
14-10. Hokinson with the jump serve. Dodd will pass it up. They'll give it back to her. She goes off the block out of bounds, going down the line. She's picking on Hallie Hokinson there on the block, which is smart.
Right.
Hallie, the smaller of the two blockers right now. But again, Hallie got a piece of it at least.
She did.
Stuckey checks back in for Laramie. She'll jump serve. Cross court, Macy Schwab with a perfect pass. Outside to Shayna Casey. Blocked, played up by the Braves. They're going to free ball it back over. Toffa up to Stuckey, quick in the middle, and that's out.
Out of bounds, so hitting error for the Lady Plainsmen.
So good coverage by the Lady Braves there. Hallie kind of just stuck a chicken wing out to cover her hitter and kept it alive, and the rest of the team gets it back over and get the point off the hitting error. Hill with a good serve down the line. On the run is Stuckey. She saves it with one hand. Lady Braves with the dig. Middle, no, free ball this time. Miscommunication by hitters. So Stuckey's going to back set. Big swing by Dodd on the right side, and she puts it away as Lady Braves defense does not recover to slow her down. She stayed on the right side that time instead of moving to the outside, and I don't think the Braves knew it.
No.
Here's the serve. Out of system are the Lady Braves. They'll send a free ball over. Stuckey's going to go quick back set.
That clips
Gardner
the line.
Catches the line on the angle. A quick back set. And she hits the sideline on the angle. That was a pretty nice play. 17-11. Braves need a side out. Dodd will serve. And that's an ace off of Ware, out of bounds. Dodd with the ace. 18-11. And Dodd will go back to serve again. We'll see if she picks on Braxton Ware again here since she just aced her.
Yeah,
she does.
She does.
Braxton with a pretty good pass. Hallie will tip it over. Stuckey's going to back set to Gardner again.
That's blocked, but that lands out of bounds. So
Ooh, blocked by Noonschwander and Casey, but it was tooled out of bounds. Those two were in the right place. Just got to turn those hands back to the middle.
I was just going to say that same thing.
19-11, Dodd serves short. Macy Schwab passes it straight up. Ware will bump set. Sky ball by Casey. Here comes Laramie. Oh, they have to scramble. Hallie Hokinson sends it back over. They'll set it up and go outside. Blocked by the Braves, covered up by Laramie. They'll swing at it, dug by Cameron. Outside to Casey.
Tipped over the block.
They almost keep it alive, but that's
replay. I'm not sure why.
I think he thinks he blew his whistle too early, but he really didn't.
Who would do that? Who blows your whistle too early? Okay, I've done that one time.
Maybe one. So we're going to replay it. Dodd will serve again. Ware passes it straight up, so Mackey has to help her. Hallie sends it over. Free ball to the Plainsmen. They'll back set to Gardner again. She
tooled off the block
again. Gardner tooling Shayna Casey and Charlie Noonschwander twice in a row now. They kind of look at Coach Schwab like, what are we doing wrong?
But yeah, it really is like that ball's going to come off your hands, whatever angle you put it in. So you do have to turn, especially that left hand in when you're on that outside position where Shayna is, so that it will go back into the court.
Yeah, and that time I just happened to notice Shayna had her hands right together, like squeezed together.
Yeah.
Instead of spread apart a little bit,
and
big fingers, and like you say, turn that left hand back in. Now, all that's easier said than done, right?
Right. We make it sound like it's so easy. Just turn your hands.
Yeah. Get big hands and turn them back in. It's a skill you have to develop over time for sure. And you can see Shayna and Casey talking about it a little bit as they come back on the court.
Yeah, turning those hands.
So we'll see if they can make that adjustment as both teams come back on the court. Coach Schwab out of timeouts here in set one. And Dodd set to serve again for the Plainsmen. 20-11, Lady Braves trail by 9. Good serve, Macy Schwab handles it well. Outside to Shayna Casey. She's dug up by Plassmeyer. Stuckey will go outside on the angle. Oh, and it catches the corner. Macy Schwab lets it go on the deep angle.
And it does just catch.
That was Ellie Oki. It barely catches the corner. The line judge had to jump out of the way. But it lands in front of his toes there, and it's in. Here's a good pass by Braxton Ware. Middle to Noonschwander.
She hammers it down.
Pounds it through the block and past Dodd in the middle back. Charlie gets the side out for the Lady Braves, and they need a plethora of points right here.
They do. Lady Braves, the Plainsmen haven't seen the Lady Braves really hit hard yet.
Hallie Hokinson with the serve. Tight ball, right side to Gardner, dug up by Hokinson. Macy Schwab will help her and bump set to Casey. She hits deep corner. Plainsmen have to run it down. It's tight. Blocked by Casey, but played up. They'll go outside to Oki. Blocked again.
Noonschwander and Christensen.
Yeah, on the block. So nice job there by the Lady Braves. A couple big blocks. Hokinson will serve again. Deep serve.
And
that's
she
an ace.
Gets an ace.
Off of Dodd into the cameraman. Hallie with the ace. Braves on a little streak here. 21-14. Defense is going to get them back in this game right now. Good serve again by Hallie. Stuckey's going to back set to Gardner. And she gets the kill on the angle. They like to go to her on that right side.
They do, but I like the angles that she hits as well. She goes up and cuts them pretty sharp.
That one's sharp. She's tooled it off the block a couple times. She's gone down the line. She's got a great arsenal.
Yeah, here's Sia Tafa to serve, the libero for the Plainsmen.
Left-handed libero. Shayna Casey with the pass. Hallie's going to go outside to Noonschwander. Angle, dug by Tafa. Dodd's going to help her. Here's a free ball. Christensen plays it up. Hokinson will go middle to Noonschwander. She has the two-handed push. Plainsmen struggle. Nope, they can't get it back. That's a kill by Charlie. A little unorthodox, but
yeah, it's going down in the book. Little Lady Braves still on a run with Shayna Casey to serve.
Peyton Hoganson checks in on the front row. Casey with the serve.
And she gets an ace.
That's an ace. Off of Stuckey, out of bounds. She's picking on the freshman. She will, it's interesting, she's actually a setter, but she's in serve receive right now because Gardner's right front, and she's going to set this first rotation. Lady Braves need to be aware she's front row. Lunch ball for Noonschwander, dug up, back over. Here comes Peyton Hoganson on the angle, dug by Toffa. Stuckey will go back row to Dodd,
And
that's,
she hits the net.
a mile out. You mean the net that divides the courts, not the volleyball
The
net.
fish net that divides the courts, let me be clear.
Out of the back row, she cranks on it, and it goes a mile out of bounds. So Lady Braves with the point. Casey serves again. Another
ace. Let's go, Shayna.
Shayna aces the freshman again, Stuckey.
And they want a timeout.
So Lady Braves on a roll, closing it to within 4, and Laramie says, let's try to ice the server here. Shayna Casey picking on the freshman, Stuckey, in serve receive. I'll be interested to see if Laramie makes an adjustment with her when they come back out, if she's still passing.
Or if they hide her and rotate back around and make her set that first one. We'll see. I know Laramie, when I was coaching and we played them, I know they took their outside because we used our outside so much, right? Like that was our game plan. They took their best blocker who normally played outside, made her play right side so that they had the best block up on the right side as well. And they didn't even miss a beat. So Laramie can adjust. We'll see what they do.
Well, they're another one of these programs that just plays a lot of volleyball, right? These girls play a lot of club ball. And then obviously the high school season
Okay,
too.
so they are going to hide her.
Yep, they back Stuckey up. Got a little different serve receive, and Casey's going to serve again. So decent pass this time. They'll go quick middle, dug by Cameron Mackey. Back set to Christensen. Oh, she's blocked, and it stays in. I thought it was going to go out for a minute.
I did too. That was Plossmeyer on that.
So Addie gets blocked. Laramie gets the side out. And they go 23-18 here in set 1. Gardner to serve. Ooh, into the net. That's a side out for the Lady Braves. Just what they needed right here.
All right, Cameron Mackey up to serve. And Ruby Hill checks in front row.
Lady Braves with 3 attackers right now. Short serve by Cameron. Handled by the Plainsmen. Dug by Cameron. On the run is Hallie, so Lady Braves are going to have to free ball this over. Gardner's going to back set on the slide. Ruby got a piece of it. Campbell digs it up. Outside to Hokanson on the angle. Dug up by the Plainsmen. But
free ball.
Free ball coming to the Lady Braves. Mackey, Hokanson, Peyton on the outside down the line. Dug up. Here comes a swing by Stuckey.
Oh,
Hallie plays it above her head. It was probably going out. And above her head and out of bounds off of Hallie Hokanson on the dig. She's probably second-guessing herself right there, too. Set point for the Laramie Lady Plainsmen.
And Trabing will serve.
Kaylee Campbell with the pass. Peyton Hokanson has to take the second ball. She goes to Christensen on the angle. Dug up by Gardner. Toffa bump sets out to Dodd. One-handed dig by Mackey. Hokanson on the swing, and she gets the kill. Wow. Cameron Mackey with a diving one-handed save. That was amazing. That was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
And then the Lady Braves turn it into a kill. Addie Christensen will serve. Set point number 2 for Laramie, 24-20. Gardner quick in the middle.
And that hits the corner.
Plossmeyer gets the corner with the quick attack out of the middle, and that'll do it for set 1, 25-20.
You know, Lady Braves trailed majority. I like that little run. I hope they realize that right now they can play with these guys.
Agreed. The intimidation factor should be gone now.
Yep, like we are in there. We just started slow.
Yeah, and yes, they've got some big hitters and they can swing at the ball pretty hard, but
hey, but so do we.
Well, and a few adjustments on defense, I think, and they can slow those balls down a little bit and play them up, and they found a few weak spots in Laramie's defense and serve receive.
Yes.
So, yeah, I agree with you. I think right now it should be a very positive huddle over there for the Lady Braves on the sideline.
Say, hey, we're in this.
Yeah.
We're in this. Get out there and let's play our game.
Let's keep plugging away here. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Lady Braves volleyball on SVI Media from the 4A State Volleyball Tournament in Casper.
It's my happy day, I want to sing it all the day. My best friends are always with me. We sing, we dance, we laugh, we are happy every day. Have fun with us, let's say happy, 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 happy.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
Working at Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is more than just a job. For many, it's a multi-generational career path. It's a way to provide a suitable living for you and your family. It's an environment based on the well-being of each and every employee, with an intense emphasis on safety. So whether you're a recent high school graduate or nearing retirement, visit Simplot.com and select careers. That's Simplot.com and select careers. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, a world of career opportunities.
Welcome back. We are underway. Hallie Hokinson with the serve, and it just goes long. So Lady Braves with a serving error to start the first set. And Plassmeyer will serve for Laramie. Ooh, tough.
Oh, they call a lift. We tried.
Yeah, Cameron shanks that right into Addie Christensen's chest, and Addie tries to set it.
She borderline catches it and tried to get rid of it.
It was more
She's laughing. Nice try, Addie.
self-defense than anything. Plassmeyer serves again. Shayna Casey with a good pass. Quick middle to Christensen, dug up by Laramie. They'll back set. There's a lefty on that right side, dug up by the Lady Braves.
Skyball out of bounds.
Shayna rushed on that, so she tries to send a free ball a mile high, and it goes out. So just like that, 3-0. Laramie up in a hurry. Plassmeyer serves again.
And that's
one's
out.
long. That just floated right on out, and Cameron Mackey lets it go.
Yeah, Shayna Casey's back to serve. We have 3 hitters in the front row, Peyton, Charlie, and Addie. Back row, Hallie, Cam, and Shayna.
Shayna will serve. Dodd with the pass. Gardner will back set again to the lefty, off the block, dug by Hokinson. Mackey will set out to Peyton. She's blocked, covered by Noonschwander. It goes over. Laramie on the attack. Here's Dodd, blocked by Christensen, but dug up by the Plainsmen. Right side, that's a hitting error. Christensen gets the big hitter, and she likes it.
She does. Addie's pumped.
I like it. Nice block.
Addie's like, that was spicy-tastic, and I'm here for more of that.
You bet. Spicy, give me some more spice, because that was a great block. Casey serves. Float serve. That's an ace. Oh, it just died, and Taffa couldn't get under it. Good serve by Shayna Casey. She has not served much this year, and then all of a sudden here in the postseason, with the adjustments the Lady Braves have had to make with injuries, she's taken on a serving role, and she's
doing well.
Doing a good job. She'll serve again. Dodd up to Gardner. It's a little tight. Dodd on the cross shot.
Down the line.
So she was set inside a little bit. She turns it back down the line, and Hallie Hokinson barely gets her hands up in time to defend
Yeah,
herself.
she says, yikes.
So Laramie with the side out.
And Stuckey is set to serve.
Freshman server, setter. Ooh, she aces
Ace.
Cameron Mackey off of Cameron's arms into the Star Valley bench. She'll go back to serve again. Lady Braves trail by 2 here in set 2. Down 1 set to none as they drop set 1, 20-25. Here's Mackey with a good serve, or good pass this time. Outside to Peyton Hokanson. And it goes through the block. She gets the kill. Peyton with the kill, punching it through.
Yeah, kind of bounced off the block 45 times and dropped.
Pinballed through it. Mackey with the serve. It's long. So Cameron Mackey with a few unorthodox
Well, I was
missed
just going to
serves.
say, she never does that. She is such a consistent server. I know she's beating herself up, but you got it, Cam.
It's a different setting, too.
Yes.
This court is weird. Here's Dodd to serve. Peyton with the pass. Hallie has to bump set it. Back to Peyton on the angle. Nice dig by Plasmeyer. Free ball from Laramie. Hokanson will go outside to Peyton. She tips this time. Laramie's all over it, but that's a lunch ball. Lady Braves fight over it.
Miscommunication results in a meatball.
They give it back to Laramie with a lunch ball, and they put it away.
Sanchez is there.
I think the Lady Braves got stuck in transition there and didn't realize it was a lunch ball.
Yep. Dodd
serves again. Campbell with a good pass. On the money. Back set to Christensen.
Yeah, let's
Dribbles
go,
it down
Addie.
the front of the block. That's a kill for Addie. We were just saying in the break there that Addie needs a few more repetitions on that right side, and they can get it to her when that pass is on the money, and Campbell did a good job that time with that pass. Christensen will serve. Plasmeyer up to Stuckey. Outside. Big swing. Nice dig by Campbell. Hokanson goes outside to her sister. Sharp angle dug up by the Plainsman. Right side, Gardner.
Out of bounds.
That's long. So nice rally. Lady Braves come out with the point. That's some good volleyball right there. 7-6. Braves trail by 1.
Here's Addie Christensen.
Plasmeyer with the pass. Stuckey's going to back set to Gardner again. She tips. Campbell's there. Hallie will go outside to Peyton. Roll shot down the line. Dodd digs it. Quick in the middle.
Oh!
Off Campbell, out of bounds.
That was Sanchez with a quick middle hit.
Quick attack run perfectly there by the Plainsmen. Catching the Lady Braves defense. Not quite ready.
Yeah. Taffa set to serve.
Left-handed libero for Laramie. Ware with the pass. It's tight. Hokanson has to knuckleball it over. They'll go quick middle again. Off the block, dug by Mackey. Outside to Peyton Hokanson. She's blocked. Mackey covers it. Back to Peyton again. She'll push two-handed tip. Dodd runs it down in the corner. Stuckey goes outside to Oki. Roll shot is dug by Campbell. Middle this time to Hill. Tip, and there it is, right in the middle of that donut hole, and 5 Lady Plainsmen watched it drop.
Yeah, and it was kind of a soft, floaty up and over. I think it just shocked him. As Ruby looked like she was going to hit.
Ruby goes right up and over the big block there of Plasmeyer and places it perfectly. Plainsmen on serve receive here on the slide, blocked by Casey. They do cover it up. Here's Oki from the outside.
Oh, it comes off the block. Lady Braves could have got there, but did not.
Off the hands of the block, drops right behind them. And nobody can get to it. Macy Schwab checks in on serve receive.
Yeah, Gardner back to serve.
Ooh, good serve.
Ace.
She aces Braxton Ware, as that one had a lot of movement on it. Braxton shanks that into the Lady Braves bench. Lady Braves bench getting some action today from those shanked passes. Gardner serves again. This time Macy Schwab gets under it. Nice pass. Right side to Hill. Dug on the angle by Gardner. Taffa will set back row to Dodd, and she crushes it. From the back row, she goes deep corner, and Cameron Mackey tries to dive and save it, and too much heat on that.
Yeah.
Gardner will serve again, 11-7. Braves trail by 4. Ware with the pass. Hallie will set tip over, but Taffa's there. They'll go quick middle, and Plasmeyer punches it through. So nice turnaround there by the Lady Plainsmen.
Yeah, we're going to take a timeout and see if we can make some adjustments. Little slow on the block.
Yeah, but that ball's coming quick.
It is coming so fast.
And I think Lady Braves are giving Laramie too many opportunities right here. Hallie had to kind of tip on that one because the pass was a little tight. So that serve receive is crucial right now. They get that ball up where Hallie can use all 3 hitters and keep Laramie guessing on defense. Serve receive is so crucial. We've said it time and time again. But when you're playing a team of this caliber and this level, you've got to be in system as much as possible if you're going to hang with them.
Agreed.
You give them easy balls, and
they're going to make you pay.
They are. They're going to come back with some quick offense, and your defense is going to have to be ready for stuff like that. So, yeah, no easy balls. That's my message in this timeout if I'm Coach Schwab. You got to make them work for it. Don't give them one where they can be in system so easily. Both teams back on the floor. Gardner to serve. Another tough serve. Braxton Ware barely gets under it. Casey goes sharp angle and gets it. She got pushed all the way out to the pin, so she cuts it back.
And it works.
And that was great control by Shayna. She didn't crank on it. She just placed it, kind of a roll shot along the net, and gets the kill. Here's Ruby Hill with the serve. Toffa up to Gardner. Quick in the middle. That was a shoot set to Plasmeyer. That was pretty. And she crushes it. Noonschwander tries to get a hand on it, but can't. And Laramie gets it right back. Here's the serve. Ware with a good pass. They'll go quick to Noonschwander. She tools the block.
And they were in the net as well, but I'm giving Charlie the kill.
You bet. That was a nice play that time. And a good pass by Braxton Ware to run that offense.
Hallie Hokanson serves.
Christensen back in. Good pass. There's the quick attack again. Braves play it up and over. Lunch ball to Dodd. Oh! Hokanson and Cameron Mackey try to play it up. They both went for it. Can't keep it alive, but that's a great effort.
Mackey was in the splits trying to pop a hand up to get it into play.
That time Lady Braves have to dig a ball by Plasmeyer, the 6'2 hitter, and then a lunch ball by Dodd, the other big 6'2.
Yep.
And they about keep it alive off of both of those big hitters. Here's Plasmeyer with the serve. Hokanson on the run. She'll bump set middle to Christensen. Addie punches it through. So Christensen comes out of the middle, and her high swing and high contact get that through the hands of that big block. You swing into the arms of that big block, it's coming right back at you.
Right. And it was kind of off speed as well.
Yeah, Addie gets the kill because she swings into the high hands.
And we've talked about her, how high she's been reaching.
She jumps well and she reaches well, and that's why she gets a lot of those blocks through. Here's Dodd from the outside. Off the block, Mackey digs it. Outside to Peyton. Sharp angle dug up by Laramie. They scramble. They're going to free ball this over. Christensen. Mackey gives it back to her. Oh, she hits that into the net. That's 4 contact. She was trying to go down the line, which I think was smart, actually, because I think there was a little gap between Dodd and the antenna that she could have squeezed that through, and I think she was trying to.
Yeah, she was trying. She could see it. Stuckey comes in to serve, and Tavy Campbell checks back in. And there's a ball loose.
Yeah, we're going to
there we go.
Here as the ball kind of rolls over behind Stuckey as she's about to serve. So now she's set. There's the whistle. Jump serve. Ooh, Taylor Campbell tries to dive and save it. She served that across the court to the sideline.
And that is so hard to receive.
Taylor tries to get to it. That's just a good serve, especially for a freshman.
Yes.
Stuckey will serve again. This time Cameron Mackey passes it up perfect. Hokanson will back set to Christensen. Roll shot. Laramie does keep it alive and play it over. Middle this time to Noonschwander. Tipped. Stuckey's there. Toffa will set right side to Gardner. Sharp angle. Hallie Hokanson digs it. It goes into the Braves bench again. That's a sharp angle that Gardner hits on that right side. And that was a pretty good effort by Laramie to keep that roll shot alive that Addie Christensen just hit. Most of the time, that's a kill for Addie.
Right.
but they kind of scramble and stick some arms out and get it back over and get the point. Stuckey serves again. Campbell runs this one down, bumps it out to Hokanson. She'll have to free ball it. It's a sky ball. Laramie in system, back set to Gardner. One arm save by Campbell, sent over by Christensen. Here comes Dodd on the outside. Oh.
She punches it through our block.
It does dribble down the front of Christensen and Noonschwander. I thought they had her for a minute.
Me too, they were there.
18-10. Laramie up by 8 here in set 2. Braves need a side out. Stuckey serves. Campbell passes this one up perfectly. Outside to Peyton. Big swing. Tools it off
tools
the
block.
That was a nice set by Hallie all the way out to her sister. And a good pass by Taylor Campbell. Mackey back to serve. Ruby Hill checks in on the front row. In system here. Quick middle. Dug up by Hokanson with one arm. Mackey bump sets out to Peyton. She's blocked this time by Dodd on the right side. That's that rotation where Dodd stays out there on the right side. Lady Braves have got to recognize that.
Yeah, know where she's at all times.
She's too big to try to swing against over there.
Yep, but
She'll
she's
go
going
back
to
serve. We like that. Campbell with a good pass. Outside to Peyton. She'll push tip. Dug up by Plasmeyer. Stuckey goes back row to Dodd.
Out of bounds.
She swings wide this time out of the back row. Lady Braves side out.
And Addie Christensen rolls back to serve. Hallie's front row, so we have Peyton and Ruby both.
Here's a pass by Plasmeyer. Back set to Gardner down the line off Campbell into the 3A court. That's a big swing by Gardner. She's not very big, especially compared to Plasmeyer and Dodd, but she swings hard.
She does, and she has great control. I think she's placed it basically anywhere she's wanted to.
She's really a nice player. She's a senior over there.
Tafa serves.
Ooh, short serve. A diving wear keeps it up. Lady Braves will free ball. Stuckey's going to go middle to Gardner. And she
boom.
Gets another kill. She comes around from the right side.
It's like a reverse slide.
And hits it out of the middle on the right side angle with one blocker, and Lady Braves can't get to it. So 21-12, things slipping away here in set 2. Laramie feeling very comfortable right now. Tafa serves. Mackey up to Hokanson, out to Peyton. Tip.
They pass it over the net and out of bounds.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. That was Oki. The outside hitter came in to get that tip. She did get it up, but it does go over and out of bounds into the 3A court. Sorry, I couldn't see what player that was.
Yeah. Peyton Hokanson serves.
Short serve. Gardner will swing at it on 2. She's front row. Lady Braves sleeping. And that's a kill for Gardner. They forgot she's front row on that one rotation. She goes up and hits it and gets the kill. Now she'll go back to serve. 22-13. Here's Ware with the pass. Mackey has to help on it. Lady Braves are going to free ball again. Plasmeyer on the slide.
Whoa.
Does a loop-de-loop
roundhouse
to get it over. Here's Casey with the tip on the outside. She's
blocked.
Ruby
they call
Hill.
a lift on the defense, trying to cover that.
Ruby covers it, but it does come to rest kind of on her arms there, so they call that lift. And it was.
Yeah.
That was a lift.
Gardner's
there.
Yeah, Gardner back to serve.
23-13. Another good serve. Macy Schwab with a perfect pass. Casey punches it through the block. How about Macy Schwab stepping in on serve receive and nailing the pass from a tough serve by Gardner.
And she looks so teeny, and she just stepping up there taking it.
Awesome. Hill with the serve. Gardner's going to go middle to Plasmeyer. She hits
out
it out.
of bounds.
Another loop-de-loop swing there by Plasmeyer. I'm not sure what's going on there.
I don't know either. She's like, yeah, why not, right?
Short serve by Hill. Plasmeyer up to Gardner. Back to Plasmeyer in the
Hammered
middle.
down.
There's that shoot 3 to the middle, and she hits that past Braxton Ware so quickly. Braxton's got strike 1 as she swings at it and can't get on it because it's so fast. Good effort, but that ball's just coming 90 miles a minute. Laramie with the serve. Good pass by Ware. Here comes Noonschwander on the slide.
And she gets the tool.
Whoa, she just punched that through the two biggest players on the court, Plassmeyer and Dodd. Charlie says, you don't scare me. Bring it.
Jingle schmingle. I can hit that ball.
Bet. Hallie with the serve. Bump set out to Dodd. Off the hands, dug by Macy Schwab. Bump set out to Casey. Tight knuckleball over, it's tight. That's out of bounds. Not a lot Shayna could do with that one. And that's game 2. Lady Braves drop 16-25. We'll switch sides and get ready for set 3. We'll be back with more Lady Braves volleyball after this on SVI Media.
Best friends are always with me. We sing, we dance, we laugh, we are happy every day. Have fun with us, let's say happy, 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 happy. Happy.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
Working at Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is more than just a job. For many, it's a multi-generational career path. It's a way to provide a suitable living for you and your family. It's an environment based on the well-being of each and every employee, with an intense emphasis on safety. So whether you're a recent high school graduate or nearing retirement, visit Simplot.com and select careers. That's Simplot.com and select careers. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, a world of career opportunities.
Welcome back to 4A State Volleyball from the Ford Wyoming Center in Casper, Wyoming. Lady Braves back on the floor for set 3. They trailed 2-0 to Laramie right here, dropping set 1 20-25, set 2 16-25. We're going to see what the Lady Braves are made of here in set 3. As you know, we've talked already, we feel like we know the Lady Braves can play with this team. Yeah, they're good, but I do feel like they can hang with the Plainsmen for sure.
Right. Lady Braves serve, receive, and defense kind of scrambly, panicky. We don't need to do that. And I think that would be like a huge game changer if we would just settle in and play our game.
Settle in was the word I was just thinking too here in set 3.
Did you see that? There was a chest bump gone bad as two Laramie Plainsmen knock each other over.
That was pretty funny actually. And they're laughing pretty hard about it, which why not? They're up 2-0 right now. Get a little silly.
Laramie is in. They have number 3. We haven't seen her. LeBeau.
CeCe LeBeau to serve for the Plainsmen, and we're underway. Cameron Mackey with the pass. Hallie will go outside to Noonschwander. Hits deep corner, dug by LeBeau. Dodd on the outside, off of Noonschwander, dribbles down the front of Charlie, and she can't keep it alive. So Dodd gets the kill. Laramie gets the first point. And LeBeau will go back to serve again. LeBeau with the serve. Peyton with a pretty good pass. This time middle to Shayna. Roll shot over the block, dug by LeBeau. Outside to Dodd.
Tooled off the block.
Tools off of Hallie. She says, dang it. That was kind of a cute reaction there by Hallie. She wants that block bad. You can tell. She wants to block Dodd so bad there on that right side.
I hope she gets at least one.
I do too. LeBeau will serve again. Peyton with a good pass. tipped by Hallie.
Gets it.
Ooh, and that's it. That's a kill. She gets LeBeau diving for it. That's that back set tip Hallie does towards the sideline. And she gets it this time and gets the side out for the Lady Braves. She will serve. Out of system here, right side swing. Mackey with an easy dig. Hokanson goes out to
Shayna Casey, who tools the block.
Off the block into the 3A court. Shayna swings hard on that one.
You know, we haven't been in system very much. That play looked really good. We need more.
Hokanson with another good serve. Gardner goes out to Dodd on the angle. Dug by Peyton Hokanson.
Oh, but over and out.
So much heat on that. Peyton just got her arms under it, and it goes a mile across the net out of bounds because Dodd can swing at it so hard.
Plasmeyer back to serve.
3-2. Peyton with the pass. Hallie comes off the net, goes out to Charlie. Off the block, dug by Dodd. Back set this time. Tipped over. Neuschwander will dig it. Hallie will back set to Christensen.
She gets the tool.
Addie gets it. Punched through a big block over there.
There's a little change of energy on the Lady Braves court.
Which is exactly what they got to do
We
here.
need it. Now we just need to keep it. Shayna Casey comes back to serve.
3-3. Shayna's had some success serving this weekend. Nice pass by Taffa. Outside to Dodd.
She hits the antenna.
That hits the pin. That's out of bounds. Trying to go down the line there. So point Lady Braves, and they take the lead. Shayna back to serve again. Passed up this time. Gardner backpedaling. She'll go right side.
Blocked.
Boom, big
Charlie
block.
Neuschwander.
Neuschwander and Hokanson there on the right side get the block. And no coverage for the Plainsmen. Braves up by 2. Casey will serve again. Passed up by Dodd. Gardner gives it back to her on the outside.
Oh!
Big swing on the angle. Shayna Casey tries to dig it above her head as it about
takes it off.
Gives her a facial. She almost bends over backwards trying to play that ball up. Dodd's hitting that angle well. Lady Braves got to make an adjustment on the block. Try to move it in a little bit when that set is not pushed out so far.
Number 2 is also in.
That's a new player. I don't have a number 2. I think Hokanson gets blocked on the outside. Sorry, we were looking at the roster and missed it. But I believe she gets blocked. We're tied at 5. Number 2 to serve again. We don't have a number 2 on our roster.
That's out of bounds.
That's long. Cameron Mackey lets it go. Braves get it back.
Cameron Mackey rotates back to serve. Ruby Hill checks in. Taylor Campbell also checked in a play ago. We didn't announce that, so she's back in the back row.
Braves need to be aware. Dodd on the right side this time. Diving, dig that time, and a save. They do send it over, and Campbell will play it up to Hokanson.
Out of bounds.
Peyton hits that one out. That's a hitting error. Gives it back to Laramie. Wasn't out by far. Dodd will rotate back to serve. Passed up by Taylor Campbell.
Beautiful.
On the money. Middle to Hill. Dug up by Stuckey. Dodd has to help her. Free ball to the Lady Braves. Hokanson has to take it. Mackey will set outside to Peyton. Down the line, that's out. Roll shot down the line by Peyton, and that's out. So Dodd will go back to serve again, and Laramie takes the lead.
7-6.
Jump serve by Dodd. And that's an ace. She aces Peyton Hokanson pretty hard on that one. Peyton thought it was going to float farther than it did, but it actually landed in by about 2 feet down the line. That's just a deceiving serve because it floats so well. Dodd will serve again. Passed up by Campbell. One arm save by Hallie. Hill sends it over. Stuckey goes outside this time. On the angle, dug by Campbell. Back set to Christensen. Roll shot blocked. Ruby Hill covers it. Peyton's going to send it over deep. Dodd plays it up. Stuckey goes outside again. Roll shot swing. Campbell digs it. Bump set this time. Christensen stands and swings it over. Stuckey's tight.
Net.
Somebody's in it, yep.
For the love, they call it. I was about to get irate.
Easy now, easy. Stuckey in the net on the tight pass, and Lady Braves get it back. So good rally. Braves hang in there on defense. Here's a serve by Christensen. Right side swing down the line. Campbell digs it. Hallie will go outside to Peyton. Tip. Stuckey gets under it, sends it all the way over. Braves will attack again out of the middle. Hill with the tip. Played up by Laramie. Dodd swings from the back row standing, dug by Campbell. Outside to Peyton.
Big
Off
swing.
The block. They try to keep it alive.
They do. Oh, they
And
almost
it's
do.
out. Laramie scrambles, almost keeps it alive, but it does go out of bounds as it comes over the net. So Christensen back to serve again. Laramie with a whole new lineup in right now. A couple girls out there I don't even have on my roster. Stuckey's going to back set to Gardner on the angle.
Nice
Doug.
hustle by Mackey.
Oh, they get it over off the top of the net, barely. Here comes Dodd out of the back row. She has the tip. Hallie's there. Peyton sends it over on 2. Dodd runs it down. Stuckey's going to quick set in the middle. Kill out of the middle that time
By Sanchez.
Abby Sanchez. So Braves scramble that time. Great effort on defense. Just can't win the rally. So back to serve is the libero, Sia Taffa. Braxton Ware with the pass. Hallie comes off the net, goes outside to Peyton on the angle, dug by Taffa. Back set to Gardner.
Blocked.
Oh, Ruby Hill with the block this time. She read that well, got out there on Gardner, who's had a great hitting day.
Yeah, she really has.
And
10.
Ruby says no more. Peyton Hokinson will serve. Shayna Casey checks in on the front row. Dodd with the pass. Gardner back set on the slide. That's a kill by Plasmeyer. Off of Shayna Casey out of bounds. So Laramie takes the lead again, 10-9 here in set 3.
And Gardner goes back to serve. Schwab checks in for the Lady Braves.
Gardner with the jump serve goes at Macy Schwab. She handles it well. Right side to Hill. And
Hits it
she's
into the block.
blocked. Yeah, big block by Plasmeyer. Ruby goes angle right into that. She really didn't have much of a choice with the Braves just a little out of system there. So 11-9, Gardner will serve again. She's picking on Macy. This time Braxton Ware passes it up well. Outside to Shayna Casey.
No touch.
I thought I saw a touch.
I thought
but
maybe we did too, but we're not going to get it.
that
So
one's long. Shayna hits it long. I kind of like the idea of swinging at those high hands of
Yeah.
Plasmeyer's.
Yeah,
'cause
why
she's
not?
big up there. Gardner serves again.
and that's out of bounds.
That's out. Macy tries to pass it, but it gets past her and out of bounds, and she says, yeah, I meant to do that.
She's laughing.
She is. So side out Lady Braves. Ruby Hill will serve. Taffa passes it up to Gardner. Quick in the middle. Oh, 3 Lady Braves there,
There.
but it punches down through the front of them.
Just got to push. We're
Yeah.
set up just how we want to be.
3 of them there on that quick set to Plasmeyer.
LeBeau goes back to serve again.
Laramie up by 3, 13-10. Braves still in it. Braxton Ware with a good pass on the money. Quick in the middle to Noonschwander.
Such a smart shot.
Tips to the right with 3 blockers. She goes over Dodd right to the sideline. That's a great shot by Charlie.
Hallie Hokinson serves.
Out of system here. Gardner on the run. Dodd tries to
No,
save
sir.
it.
That's up over the official's head and clearly outside of the antenna, so we get the point.
Good serve by Hallie that time. Picking on some new players. Oh! That one floats and ends on the, or lands on the end line. Hallie
Just
gets the ace.
Barely.
Wow.
Barely in.
Line judge on it there. Adamantly shows the in signal. There's
She gets
another
another
ace.
ace.
Hallie serving deep at LeBeau. She shanks it off into the stands.
And they're going to take LeBeau out. And
Substitution.
Trabing comes back in.
Hallie set to serve again. 2 aces in a row. Star Valley with the lead. This time Toffa passes it up. They'll go outside to Dodd.
Off the block.
She gets the touch down the line. It was in anyways. She turns it down the line. That's a nice swing, and Lady Braves doing everything they can to slow her down.
And to hang. Plasmeyer back to serve.
Tied at 14. Shayna Casey with the pass. Middle this time to Christensen. Nice dig in the back this time. They'll go quick middle. Macy Schwab digs it up. Outside to Casey.
Oh, out of bounds.
Oh, she goes angle that time and just misses it. Wide. Good idea by Shayna that time. The defense was all shifted to the right, and she cuts it back and just misses it. Plasmeyer serves again. Macy Schwab passes it. Mackey has to help her. Charlie will tip it over. Gardner's going to give it to Dodd on the outside. Big tip. Oh, Addie Christensen shoves it back in her face. Nice job by Addie. Dodd went up to power tip, and Addie says, I can get up here too, you know.
Yep, I'm here. Shayna Casey set to serve.
Casey with the jump float. Right at Dodd, good pass. Gardner gives it back to her. She
Tipped
tips
again.
Angle, but Peyton's there. Hallie gives it back to her. Dug up by Plasmeyer. Gardner tips. Christensen saves it.
Tips
Peyton,
out of bounds.
Oh, Peyton tips it over and it's out. Good effort there by Addie to see the tip. That's the first time Gardner's done that.
Yeah, Taylor Campbell's going to check back in, as well as number 2 for the Plainsmen.
Which we don't know who that is. She's got to be a young player. They're getting some bench players some time right here. Mackey with the pass, right side to Christensen, off the block. There's the kill. Addie just quietly gets it done over there on the right side.
Mackey rotates back to serve. Ruby Hill checks back in.
Lady Braves with the side out and tie it up at 16. Short serve by Cameron. Stuckey will back set to Dodd. She tools it off of Peyton Hokinson out of bounds. Lady Braves there on the block. They knew where it was going. She's just big, and she swings down the line off of Peyton's hands.
And experienced using our block.
She goes back to serve. Peyton Hokinson with the pass. Right side to Addie Christensen.
She's going to get
That's
a
a
kill.
Stuckey digs it all the way back over the net and out of bounds. Lady Braves have to wait and watch it land out.
Yeah, Addie
Took
Christensen.
forever.
Yeah, it did. Addie back to serve.
She's having a great game and a great postseason. Good pass this time. Stuckey goes quick middle.
Off the block again.
Tooled off of Peyton
To
Hokinson.
Sanchez.
Ware comes back in for the Lady Braves. Toffa back to serve for Laramie. 18-17. Braves only trail by 1. That ball floats. Ware gets under it. That's a nice pass. Out to Peyton. Roll shot dug by Stuckey. Toffa will set right side. There's a tip dug by Hallie. Cameron will bump set out to Peyton. She dribbles it off the block. Laramie scrambles. They'll get it back over. Cameron up to Hallie. Middle to Ruby. Roll shot.
Miscommunication. Ruby just stands and rolls it, but picks up the kill.
Well, she did a full approach, and then she had to stop
Wait.
and wait because the set was a little high. So she just goes with the roll shot, and it worked.
All right, Peyton Hokinson will serve.
Shayna Casey back in on the front row. Gardner's going to go outside this time on the angle. Off of Casey. Peyton saves it. Hallie's going to free ball it over. Dodd up to Stuckey. In the middle this time. Oh, wow. Was that Gardner?
That was Gardner.
She does this roll shot across her body and catches the sideline. She kind of looks a little sheepish on that, like, I didn't really mean to do that.
But I'll take
worked.
it.
That was a pretty shot.
Yeah.
She'll go back to serve, 19-18. Macy Schwab with the pass. Hokinson out to Casey. She'll tip 2 hands. That's too easy. Gardner will set middle. Lady Braves with the block. Laramie keeps it alive and sends it over. Ware runs it down. Hallie sends it over on 2, but Dodd's there. Outside this time.
Out of bounds.
And that's a wide shot by 14, which we don't have a 14 also. I don't know who that is. She hits it out.
Ruby Hill set to serve. Charlie Neuschwander checks back in.
Ruby, oh, that one was going out, but Laramie's going to play it up and send it over. Ware with the dig. Hallie goes middle to Neuschwander. Tip, block, sent back. Hallie sends it over on 2. Toffa's there. Quick power tip out of the middle, and that's a kill by Plasmeyer. So Lady Braves can't get in system. Laramie with the side out. They lead 20-19.
Trabing checks in and will take a serve.
Braxton Ware with a good pass. Middle to Neuschwander. Power tip. She's blocked this time by Dodd.
She wanted to go to that same spot, but it's little low into those high hands.
Up and over Dodd, and that time she tried to power tip it through Dodd, and Dodd said,
No.
I don't think so.
She's like, I'm 8'3". You can't do that.
So Coach Schwab's going to take a timeout as they trail 21-19 here in set 3. Hey, if I'm the Lady Braves, I'm pretty happy with how we're playing and where we're at in this third set.
Right?
And Laramie's got some bench players coming in, some young kids, but they're really not, hurting Laramie.
No, they're not.
It's not like Star Valley's just capitalizing on those young kids. They've still got their big dogs in. I feel like Star Valley slowed them down a little bit this set. We're playing in system a little bit more. Serve receive is much better this set.
Agreed.
Macy Schwab back there doing a great job as one of the minions in the back row. We do have minions assembled again today, with Schwab playing back there, Cameron Mackey, Taylor Campbell, Braxton Ware doing a good job on the back row. Here's Trabing to serve again. Braxton with a good pass. Outside to Casey.
Big
Boom
swing.
On the angle. She gets it. So Charlie Neuschwander runs the quick attack and kind of holds the blocker a little bit that time.
And you know what? I would send that middle every time.
Yeah.
Even if you're not, send it and make the blockers think about it.
Yeah, at least honor it a little bit. Hallie Hokinson with the serve. Toffa, good pass. Outside to Dodd.
Big
She's blocked. They do cover it. They'll give it to her again. Roll shot. Shayna Casey's there. Macy has to help on this one. Hallie will push it over. Toffa, Gardner, middle.
Blocked again.
Covered up by the Plainswomen. Here comes Dodd on the outside. Oh, big swing on the angle.
No block up on that one.
Well, they were. She just went inside of them. She just cranked it inside of them again. I mean, they were trying to get there. Charlie's doing everything she can out there. Dodd's just good. Plasmeyer with the serve. 22-20. Macy Schwab, nice pass again. Back set, Shayna Casey's blocked.
And they're going to call a lift on the coverage.
Lift on her. She gets blocked and tries to play it up herself. Big block out there again. Lady Braves just got to be aware of Dodd out there. We cannot swing through her, cannot tip through her. You've got to go over and around her. It's just too easy for her. She's so big out there. And that's part of knowing volleyball and having that volleyball IQ, right? Your setter's got to know where she's at and not set your hitters into her.
Right.
Hitter's got to know where she's at and go
around her.
Around and over and whatever, because if you try to go through her, most times you're going to lose that battle.
Yeah, for sure.
She's just too big and too good to play those odds. So Lady Braves take their second and final timeout. Both teams back on the court. 23-20. Laramie up by 3. Plasmeyer to serve. Shayna Casey with the pass. Hallie Hokinson has to bump set. Another free ball from the Lady Braves. Laramie's going to put it in play. Tip out of the middle. Cameron Mackey tries to run it down. She comes up holding her hip a little bit. That hurt.
Yeah.
And Laramie goes to match point, 24-20. Good effort by Cameron, just can't keep it alive. Plasmeyer to serve. Macy Schwab plays it up. Mackey has to help her. Here's a lunch ball. Braves play it up. They keep it alive, but they'll send another free ball over. Here comes Laramie again. Outside this time to Dodd, and she tools
the block. That's all
block.
she wrote. So Laramie Plainswomen 25-20 in the third set.
So Lady Braves just give them too many easy balls down the stretch there and let Laramie close it out. could not get in system for the most part down the stretch.
You know, as you say that, and I'm tallying up these stats, let me run these through, and this will show you how out of system we were.
Right.
Peyton ending with 1 block, 6 kills. Hallie 3 aces, 1 kill. Ruby 1 block, 2 kills. Addie 2 blocks, 5 kills. Charlie 4 blocks, 5 kills. Shayna 3 aces, 5 kills. So normally we have hitters in double digits. We just
3 or 4 hitters.
Yes, at least. We did not get that.
No, and you got to chalk that up to Laramie, you know, keeping us out of system for most of the match with some good serving, obviously big hitting, running a quick offense with attackers coming from all
everywhere.
3 positions. And I honestly, if I'm Star Valley, I'm not feeling terrible about that effort, especially that third set. You know, they scored 20 points twice on Laramie, who's been the #1 team all season long. And to play them at this point of your season, you're in consolation.
Right.
It's hard to get up for a game like this.
And with injuries and with new kids, Lady Braves don't have any reason to hang their head.
No, absolutely not. And I feel like, you know, they came out and played the big dogs with everything they had. They did not roll over, didn't give it to them. Just got beat by a better team today, honestly, with some other factors playing into it. But you know, you feel for the seniors, and you see some tears down there with some of the seniors, and, you know, that being their last game. But, you know, I still feel like they can keep their heads held up. They got a win here at the state tournament, which hasn't happened in a few years.
Right.
And, you know, extended their season by 1 more match, and that's something to be proud of, too. We talked about how the senior group has not won a match at the state tournament until this year.
Yep.
And that right there, I think, is a positive that you can walk away with.
Yep, and just keep going up.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk just really quick about those 6 seniors. Hallie Hokinson, the setter, done a great job for a couple years with the Lady Braves. Cameron Mackey, you can't say enough about as the libero.
And just a team leader in general, and so positive.
Yeah, hoping
always.
to see her play at the next level, hopefully here next year. Love to go watch her do that. Addie Christensen, again, I can't say enough about her. I think, you know, this weekend and even last weekend, she, in my mind, may be your MVP because she just quietly, solidly gets it done on the right side, both hitting and blocking, and then came in with some great serving, too.
Right. Well, and she's such a workhorse. She's a quiet workhorse.
Yeah.
She doesn't draw a lot of attention, but she does. She just works her guts out and does whatever she can for her team.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
and always got a smile on her face, and she's got to be fun to play with.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
Sometimes I look at these girls and I watch them play. We talked a little bit about the setter for Thunder Base and how hard she works and how intense she plays, and I made that comment last night. She would be fun to play with.
Yes.
Because she gives you her best every play. She's in the game, she's smart, she's thinking, and those are just fun people to play with for sure, and she wants to win.
Right, and Addie fits that too.
Agreed. And yeah, I would like to see Addie go on and play at the next level too. I know she's thinking about that. And she's a workhorse off the court too, and you can see that pays off for her. Braxton Ware, you know, she's a move-in. This is the only year we really got to see her play.
Moved in from Preston.
Yeah, she stepped in and filled a role that the Lady Braves needed her to fill, and that can't be easy, especially your senior year coming in and playing with a new group of girls, and I think she fit into this Star Valley lineup well. Ruby Hill out of the middle. You know, Ruby was a little quiet this weekend, but she still got her hand on a lot of balls and slowed things down. She may not have got all the stuff blocks that you want to see out of a middle, but she gets things done. She's another workhorse. She gets there and gets a hand on the ball and slows it down for that back row. And then she's come in and done a good job serving, too.
I agree.
And plays a little bit of back row for that rotation where she serves. Charlie Noonschwander, she's a junior. Shayna Casey's our other senior. And Shayna came back and played this year, her senior year, after not playing last year, and filled a role on the outside that the Lady Braves needed her to fill, and she did a great job serving this weekend also.
You know, and I think Shayna it's been fun to kind of watch her evolve as the season, went on. She developed some different shots. I felt like she was more control. I felt like, like
smarter.
Yeah, she
became a smarter hitter.
Yes, and I felt like the team kind of was a little bit more cohesive.
Yeah.
Like with these players that hadn't played a whole lot with each other. I think they, were able to adjust and be pretty good teammates.
Yeah, and it's fun to watch that evolve as we go from September here through November, to watch the girls grow together, watch them start to play better together, get used to each other. And they had to change the lineup up a little bit this weekend and even last weekend a little bit, and that's not easy to do, and I feel like these girls handled that really well.
They did.
I've seen that happen before, and teams just fall apart, and that didn't happen this year.
It is so hard.
It is hard playing with new people and changing the lineup like that, and Coach Schwab, his hand was kind of forced on that really with some injuries, and I just can't say enough about some of these younger kids coming in and filling those roles and doing their job. Macy Schwab, Taylor Campbell coming in and playing that back row and handling some heat from the other team. Did a great job, honestly. The team down here on the court, Lady Braves, setting up for a team photo. And you love to see that. They got some smiles on their faces. They're being a little silly.
And
Cameron Mackey striking a pose.
And it's great. We'll take it.
Yeah, and that's what this is about. I had this conversation with someone last night that, honestly, it's more about the memories and the friendships that you build in these 3 months you get to spend together than the wins and losses.
It's funny because you and I have talked about this. Like, I don't remember my record.
No, absolutely not. Or
but
my stats.
Yeah,
right?
or the stats. But I sure remember those bus trips, funny things that happened, when you played, the friendships, the memories. Those will last you a lifetime.
Absolutely, and that is what it is about when it comes to this. These are high school kids. They're adolescents. And the social part of it and the memories that you build are the things you will remember forever.
Right.
Forever. And one quick shout out here to the coaching staff again, Kaylin Schwab, McKenna Johnson, Emmy Erickson. You get into these state tournaments and things happen that you can't anticipate with injuries and scouting reports that go awry, things like that. And sometimes you have to really improvise intense situations, and it's not easy.
No.
And
but you and I both know Coach Schwab enough to know that he always has a backup plan and then another backup plan and another backup plan.
Bet. And you have to at this level, especially 4A. And we also made the comment we talked about earlier. I texted him a little bit about just what his thoughts were for today. And his response was so positive. He's such a positive guy. And the kids really feed off of that,
yes.
I think. They really like him because of his positivity, and, he's always game for anything that these girls come up with.
Yep.
Which I'll give him credit there. I'm not sure I would be on some of their ideas, but he is, and he's just a good guy in general, and I think he's done a great job with his first year as head coach.
I agree, and we've already talked about, like, the passion that they have for the game. And I love that, and I think that their passion is, like, the girls can't help but feel passionate about it, too, because the coaches are so passionate about it.
Well, and let's be honest, there is not a long line of people
that want to do it.
Yeah, that want to coach Star Valley Volleyball right now. And it's not a high popularity sport, compared to some of the other ones. And, we've come over here to the state tournament the last few years and lost 2 and out and gone home. And it's been it's been a tough go. And, it's a tough position to be in today's day and age. A head coach of any sport.
Correct.
There's headlines all across the
Wyoming,
state of coaches having struggles and issues, and it's really hard nowadays, honestly, to be in that head coach's position because they just get a lot of criticism from people, and for somebody like Coach Schwab and Coach Johnson and Coach Barnes to want to step in and take over the reins and do it.
And knowing there's
what
that
they're
kind of
getting into.
criticism,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Like,
that takes some guts, and I give them credit for doing it and for having a successful season with this group of girls. And we've talked about what a great group they are.
Yeah.
So, well, we are going to call it a day and get on the road, make the trek back across the state, see how many wild animals we can see on the way.
I'm sure it won't be as many as last time in the
No,
moonlight.
That was a treat last time.
It was a
for
wildlife
sure.
zoo, so we're hoping to avoid that. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, and thanks to SBI for asking us to do this and allowing us to do this. We love the game of volleyball. We love bringing you Lady Braves volleyball, and we hope to be back next year if they'll take us. We'll see. I hope we didn't screw up too much this year. But another shout out to the Lady Braves for a successful season. We're going to sign off from the 4A State Volleyball Tournament here at the Ford Wyoming Center in Casper. Good luck to Braves football next week in the state championship game. Hoping to four-peat on that. That doesn't happen very often in any sport. So that would be amazing to see Coach Young and his staff get that done. And we're banking on it for sure, boys. So Brandy Taylor, Patience Jenkins signing off with Lady Braves Volleyball on SBI Media from Casper at the state tournament. Go
Braves!